Alright guys, today we're going to be modeling the process of digestion. And in order to do this, we need some baggies, tap water, orange juice, crackers, and a stocking. Alright, so we're going to take our baggie. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our crackers, and we are going to put it into the baggie. So what organ do you think this represents in digestion? Okay, while you're thinking, I'm just going to close the baggie. Keep thinking. So if you said the mouth, you're correct. This represents the mouth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start smushing these. Alright, and this represents mechanical digestion. So what exactly is mechanical digestion? Chewing. So right now, I am simulating the chewing process where food is physically broken down in your mouth. Okay? Next, I'm going to take the water and I'm going to add it to the baggie. Okay. This represents saliva, which is a form which provides us with salivary amylase, which is chemical digestion. So in your mouth, you have two types of digestion. Mechanical digestion, which is the physical breakdown of food, and we get that through chewing. And then we have chemical digestion, which is the amylase, which chemically breaks down food. And it actually breaks down your starches into simple sugars or simple carbohydrates that your body can absorb. Alright, so there we go. Nice and ready to swallow. So once food has been mushed, what's going to happen is it's going to travel through the esophagus into the stomach. Okay, so we're going to pretend that food just traveled through the esophagus into the stomach, so now we're in the stomach. Voila, the stomach. Okay? So, now food is in the stomach, and your stomach acid interacts with the big mush that we've created. We're going to take some orange juice to kind of simulate that. So orange juice is going to act as our stomach acid. I'm just going to add a little bit because we already got a big watery mess going on here. Okay, close the bag. So chemical digestion and mechanical digestion also happen in your stomach. Okay, chemical digestion happens because of the acid that's found there, and mechanical digestion happens as your stomach is churning the mush that's in there. So as I keep mushing this around, that's what your stomach does to the food as well. Once it's ready to leave the stomach, so it sits here for about 4 to 6 hours, and then it's ready to leave the stomach. Where is it going to go next? Okay, I think that's one of your questions that you have to answer. So go ahead, take a minute, hit pause. Where do you think it's going to go next? Okay? And if you said the small intestine, you are correct. But before we move to the small intestine, I just want to show you something. There's something called mucus in your stomach. So I'm going to take a second baggie and put the first one that has all of our contents, that's our big ball of mush, into the second baggie. And the second baggie, the outside baggie, kind of represents the mucus found in your stomach. And the reason you need that mucus is to protect the lining of your stomach from the acid found in your stomach, because it can actually irritate your stomach or cause sores known as ulcers. Okay? So once it's out of the stomach, it's going to move into the small intestine, as we said before. Okay? And the small intestine is actually where most digestion takes place. It's where your nutrients are absorbed. In the small intestine, there are these finger-like structures called villi, that, and you have tons of them, that actually touch the food and absorb the nutrients. Okay? So, once the food is absorbed from the chyme, which is this mushy mess here, it's ready to move on to the, pause and write it down. Where do you think it goes next? It goes to the large intestine. So we're going to take our watery mess, we're going to take our stocking, and to kind of demo it, what happens in the large intestine, I'm going to use the stocking, and I'm going to take this mush that we have here, and I'm going to pour it into the stocking. So, Mr. Breesaw, can you hold this here, please? Okay. All right, hold it. Let's open. We need 2 people for this. It's going to be a big mess. Here we go. Oh, look at that. So as it moves to the large intestine, you're going to see water just spilling out of this. This is what happens in the large intestine. The large intestine actually absorbs all of that water waste and puts it back into your bloodstream so to keep your body from getting dehydrated. Okay, so let's just squeeze that. It looks disgusting, but it's so cool. All right, so look at all of that watery mess that's coming out. So that would be, again, your large intestine absorbing all of that water, putting it back into your bloodstream to carry to your body. Okay, and what are we left with? Our end product. This would be like the rectum, where all of that solid waste gets stored until you're ready to poop. Okay, so you would feel the urge, and then you would poop. And that's all. Bye, guys.